In the video, we'll be talking about why Splatoon Raiders is really important for this series. But before getting to that, make sure you are hitting that thumbs up button. Make sure you are hitting that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. So what is great about the reveal of Splatoon Raiders is that it does show to us that Nintendo are willing to stray away from the formula with what they have done so far within the Splatoon series, where we have had the main games where we did get the single player and a multiplayer element, and then with the introduction of Splatoon 2 we did get the introduction of the Salmon Run Horde like game mode, and then later on within Splatoon 2 we did get the single player DLC, the Octo expansion DLC, which did expand on the single player within that game and offered a new type of gameplay style. And then we did see something similar within Splatoon 3 where we did get the new sort of side mode Table Turf, and then we did get the Side Order DLC, which did offer a new gameplay type of style for the Splatoon series. It was like a roguelike. So Nintendo were willing to experiment within the main games itself. But a lot of people were wondering, were we only going to be getting main games within the Splatoon series, or would we ever get a spin-off game that would expand on the lore and expand on the gameplay? Shout out to the lorry there that you might have just heard. But yeah, pretty much Splatoon Raiders tells us that Nintendo are willing to experiment with the Splatoon series, and I'm hoping that it does sell well, so that it does send them the message that yeah, carry on experimenting within this series and carry on doing spin-off games. I'll love it if we did get more of these type of games in the future. Of course, we don't know what this game will turn out to be, but I just love the idea of it. Spin-off games are a great way to expand on the series, and I'm hoping that we will get more in the future. So I feel like Splatoon Raiders is really important for two groups of people. And the first group, I feel like this is going to be one of the final chances for Nintendo to make Splatoon appealing for people that haven't picked up a Splatoon game before. Maybe these people don't find multiplayer games appealing, or maybe they find them intimidating. So I feel like for that group of people that haven't picked up a Splatoon game before, Splatoon Raiders could be the perfect opportunity for them to join the series for the first time. Maybe with Splatoon Raiders being a single player game, it might help to make the series more popular in the West, because I definitely feel like interest in the series has dropped massively since the first year of Splatoon 3, and I don't feel like the Side Order DLC or the Grand Festival helped to recover interest in Splatoon 3, which I guess is only natural for a multiplayer game, and with the fact that updates did come every 3 months, that didn't really help to keep the interest in Splatoon 3. But I definitely feel like within Splatoon 3's life cycle, interest definitely did drop, but that isn't really too surprising with an online game. The longer it does go on and the less interesting updates it does get, which I feel like did happen within Splatoon 3, the more chance of the population dropping. So I feel like Splatoon Raiders is the best chance for Splatoon to sort of improve its popularity in the West. So Splatoon Raiders is one of the final chances to appeal to new fans, especially in the West. I don't feel like it is the final chance, because it all depends on what Nintendo does within Splatoon 4. But it could be one of the final opportunities to make this series appealing to people that haven't picked up the games before. And if this or Splatoon 4 isn't appealing to them, then they will just completely ignore the series in the future. But because this is a spin-off, there is the potential that if people do pick up Splatoon Raiders and enjoy it, then maybe they will check out Splatoon 4 whenever that does come out. Splatoon Raiders is also important for another group of people. This is a chance to bring back lapsed fans of the series. Maybe some of these people didn't pick up Splatoon 3 because they felt it was too similar to Splatoon 2, or maybe these people did pick up Splatoon 3 and for whatever reason they did drop the game. Maybe people dropped Splatoon 3 for a number of reasons, maybe because of the update schedule being a little bit too slow. Maybe they felt the catalogue system was too much of a grind, or maybe they didn't like the multiplayer. Maybe they felt it was too intimidating to play. It's like I dropped Splatoon 3 multiplayer pretty much straight after the Grand Festival because I didn't really enjoy it as much as the online multiplayers in Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1. I felt like the matchmaking led to me getting into less fun and I hate to use the word sweater, but that's pretty much what I got into, sweaty matches. And I feel like that is a big reason for why people dropped Splatoon 3. It's like I went back and played for the latest update and played on Urchin Underpass, and I felt like I was getting into matches against people who played 8 or 9 hours a day, where I've barely played for like the last 8 or 9 months. The matchmaking in Splatoon 3 leaves a lot to be desired, but this isn't a Splatoon 3 rant video. I feel like a single player game is the perfect opportunity to bring those people back who dropped Splatoon 3. Maybe these people like myself moved on to other games. I've been lucky enough to get some games from Nintendo and I've been playing those games. So yeah, I definitely feel like a single player focused game is a great way to bring some people back who have been a little bit disenfranchised with Splatoon 3's multiplayer. I would put myself in that category. I did move on, like I said before, just to play other games, but I didn't really enjoy Splatoon 3's multiplayer near the end. The matches aren't as fun as Splatoon 1's and Splatoon 2's multiplayer, but then again, I'm not really surprised about that, because pretty much at this stage of Splatoon 3's life cycle, we are, around about 3 years since it did come out. A lot of the casual players have probably moved on, so that is probably why you are coming up against people that are really good at the game. But yeah, I definitely feel like a lot of people wanted a single player focused game rather than a Splatoon 4. Another reason why Splatoon Raiders is important is that this is going to be the first Splatoon game developed for the Switch 2 from the ground up. So that could mean that we could see Switch 2 features like the mouse mode implemented in the Splatoon series for the first time, and also it could mean stuff like HD Rumble 2 being implemented, as well as stuff like HDR support, which I don't feel like is supported within the latest Splatoon 3 update. So yeah, this spin-off game is probably going to be the first opportunity for us to see mouse mode controls in the Splatoon series, and that will be interesting to see how well it does play. I feel like a single player game is a great way for us to get used to the mouse controls in the lead up to Splatoon 4, so whenever Splatoon 4 does drop, we will be used to the mouse mode controls. We will be more comfortable using them in a multiplayer setting. Players who have picked up Splatoon Raiders will not have to get used to mouse mode controls for the multiplayer, because they have already used them within Splatoon Raiders. So yeah, that is definitely something to think about. It's another reason why Splatoon Raiders is really important for the series. So Splatoon Raiders is really important because it shows that Nintendo are not just willing to stick to the same formula, they are willing to experiment. And it is important to appeal to new fans, as well as try and bring back people that have dropped this series for whatever reason. So that is pretty much it with this video. I will see you in another video soon.